Hello hunters, just Sheepkiller here and welcome back to the Minecraft creative stuff. And last time, we fought against Sheepkiller Black. We have other stuff to talk about today, like an epilogue to that story of sorts. So we're gonna get into that now. Let's just jump into it, guys. Let's just jump into it. So yeah, a lot has happened with all the stuff regarding the Infinity Stones. With first the Sheep King going crazy and then Sheepkiller Black goes crazy. It was quite a lot of stuff going on. So I could give a quick recap of all that what's happened, since quite a lot has happened and not all of you may want to go back and watch those videos. Of course, going back to watch those videos is recommended so you can fully understand what I'm about to say, but if you don't really want to go back, then I'm just going to give a recap here for all of you who want to know but at the same time don't want to watch those videos for some reason. And oh yeah, by the way, the population changed to 420. It was 69 before, but site built on it changed to 420, so it looks like we're stuck at another meme number. Gosh dang it. But anyway, yeah, here's the full recap of this whole story that's been going on. Sheepkiller Black is a version of me from a separate timeline where he lived a bad life, and used the Eyes of Ender, which are basically this world's version of Dragon Balls, to swap bodies with the Sheep King, thinking that it would fix everything, but it didn't. So he traveled to the main timeline, this one, and I joined forces with him, became invincible with the same Eyes of Ender, and started Project Zero Sheeps, our plan to destroy all the sheep. Then he left to do his part, and another me from another timeline had the same problem in his world, but instead of doing what Black did, he took a time machine to the main world. Then he became poor and tried to gain resources from the Nether. He was killed by the Wither, then he respawned and sold me the resources he got, which got him enough money to become rich and move into a faraway city on his own, where he finally lived a good life. And he's been living a good life ever since. That was kind of like the prologue part, and now I'm going to be getting into the Sheep King arc fully here. So the Sheep King then gathered 2 Infinity Stones and used their power to destroy the Eyes of Ender and steal the Infinity Stone I had while talking to Sheepkiller Black, who had just returned from his mission. Then I found out it was stolen and went around searching for it, but I couldn't find it. After learning about Sheepkiller Black's past, the Sheep King attacked the Watchtower, and me, Black, and Roshan went there to stop him. He revealed his plan, then he killed Black, knocked me out, and put me and Roshan in a prison that he built. Then he began to charge at power to destroy the plaza, but got interrupted by the future me, who he quickly killed. Then he killed the Icy Dragon in Rock vs. Classical. Then Scully, Tinsel, and Pred showed up, and they killed the Sheep King's soldiers and took his Power Stone. But then the Sheep King used another stone of his, I don't remember what it was called, I think it was a Mind Stone. Yeah, he used that to take it back and kill them. Then I turned Super Saiyan Trump and escaped with Roshan. But before I could make it, Jeff showed up and blew himself up to destroy the 3 stones and stop the Sheep King. Everyone respawned and things returned to normal, but not for long. Shortly after, Christmas arrived, and Scully got a strange stone for Christmas. The next day, I was greeting Jeff, who had become one with a tree that I grew. This tree was originally a sapling that I gave to him as a gift, then I found it where he died and planted it where he always stood. He didn't respawn normally because he's a robot. While I was greeting Jeff, Sheepkiller Black showed up and killed Scully and took the stone. Then he kept killing my other friends so they wouldn't tell me about his ultimate plan. Once he killed all but a few, I had discovered his post atop the Pico banner. And that's where he revealed his plan to me. His plan was to get all 6 Infinity Stones and use them to take over the world and kill everyone. He had 3 of the stones in his possession, 1 stolen from Scully and 2 that he always had with him. And he ended up getting the other 3 by using the Time Stone that he originally used to get here to travel back in time to right before the Infinity Stones were blown up by Jeff. He took them at the very moment that they would have been destroyed, so it didn't cause a rift in time, space stuff. So there's no separate timeline from that happening, at least I hope, because then another me might show up. Who knows? But yeah, he did that to get the remaining 3 stones, and he ended up having all 6 stones in his possession. Then he challenged me to a fight in the Obsidian Dome, which is just down here, an arena that he built. Yeah, he challenged me to a fight here, so I showed up here, and I turned Super Saiyan Trump and challenged him, and I thought he would just turn Super Sheepy Pink, which is the form he unlocked after he swapped bodies with the Sheep King. But instead, he used the negative energy from the Infinity Stones in order to transform into the Wither, which was the exact same beast that killed the other future me. He transformed into the Wither using the negative energy, and then we fought, and I was able to win, but only because he couldn't control his power after going completely berserk as the Wither. And then after all that happened, Sheepkiller Black was put in prison alongside the Sheep King. I forgot to mention that the Sheep King was put in jail after all that he did. Yeah, now they're both in jail currently, and they're being guarded by my 2 friends, Red Notorious and Redder Johnny, who never got involved in all the things that went on, but they're doing their part now by keeping watch of these 2 horrible criminals. So actually the Sheep King will be let out soon, but not Sheepkiller Black. He might be in there for life. So how's it going to Sheep King? I've kind of lost track of how long you have left, but I guess I'll let you out in late January, later this month. That's fine, I guess. Yeah, and what about you, Sheepkiller Black? What are you thinking? You're not gonna talk to me, huh? You're that mad at me that you don't even want to talk to me. Alright. Well, you two keep watch of them. And I'll see you guys later. So yeah, that was everything that's happened so far, and we kind of went over one thing that's happened since then, but there's another thing that's happened since. Well, two things technically. Now that Sheepcool Black's in prison, he doesn't run the shop anymore. And the person who runs it now is Gotta Sweep. Gotta Sweep runs the weaponry now. The exact same wares are in there. It's just run by Gotta Sweep now. That's kind of interesting. And someone else moved into his house now. It's still considered Sheepcool Black's home, but Santa's watching the house. As you can see, there's a minecart up here. And if you've seen the Christmas special, you may know that that's hinting at something. If we go in here, it's Santa Claus. So hello, Santa Sheep, what's going on? Oh ho ho, hello to Sheep Killer. So you're watching over Sheepcool Black's house while he's in prison? Yes. Believe it or not, I don't actually live at the North Pole. I just move wherever for until the next Christmas, and then I move again. Oh wow, that's interesting. So you're gonna be moving here until next Christmas, huh? That's right. So how come no one sees you if you just stay in random places? I always tend to stay in places where no one lives, but this year is different. Since other people already discovered my identity anyway, I decided I'd just live wherever. And this house was empty, so I took it. Alright. That makes sense, I guess. Well, see you later, Santa. Can you get out of my way, Ben? You want to stay in there with Santa? Ask him what you want for Christmas? Go ahead, but I'm moving on to other things to talk about in the video. So yeah, ever since I defeated Sheepcool Black, everyone else has respawned, as you know. They didn't respawn right away because that's how the Infinity Stones work. If you kill someone with them, they don't respawn until said stones are destroyed. But yeah, now all that is done. All those events are over. Hopefully no other villain shows up and tries to ruin things. If so, as long as they're not stronger than Sheepcool Black, I should be able to take them just fine. Is that right, Jeff?
My name is Jeff.
Yeah, I thought so. So one of the comments of my videos was saying that the Infinity Stones were kind of like the Chaos Emeralds because how Sheepcool Black transforms is basically how Chaos turns into perfect Chaos. And I never meant for the Infinity Stones to be based on the Chaos Emeralds before. They were just based on the Infinity Stones from Infinity War. But ever since he made that comparison, they seem so alike now from what I've seen. The only real difference is that the individual Infinity Stones are named, and there's 6 of them, while the Chaos Emeralds aren't named, and there's 7 of them. Well, there was 6 in the first game. But yeah, they just seem so alike now, and for that, they get today's daily shoutout. They've been an active viewer as well, so they deserve it for that as well. But yeah, that person is PinkSheep752. I'll link their channel in the description. Well, I say description, but I never actually put these things in the description. They'll be at the end card. Like, I always say I'm gonna link something in the description, and then never do. So yeah, they'll definitely be at the end card, though. So shout out to Pink Sheep there. They've been an active viewer, and they pointed out that thing to me. Thanks for watching my videos for however long you've been watching. And I hope you stick around, because things are only gonna get better. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Happy hunting!